and the Masters of the Universe.
Hey Yesterland Toy fans, I'm Neil, aka the Mundus, and guess what we're talking about today? I've been waiting to do this video for a while. Been thinking in my head, how am I going to do it? What's the best way to do it? And I guess I'm just going to kind of shoot from the hip here, if you will, and I'm going to just try and slam this together, and hopefully it comes out really good. But I don't want to ramble too much in this video because I know I have a tendency to do that, and I don't want to bore you guys because I'm sure you get tired of hearing my voice. But I've been waiting to do this video for a good minute, and man, I'm stoked to do it, and I hope it comes out good. So without further ado, we're talking Masters of the Universe, He-Man, one of my favorite cartoons of all time. Favorite cartoons of all time. And this cartoon, man, now looking back as an adult, it's kind of chintzy. I get it. You know, the storylines were kind of dumb. But this storyline of how Masters of the Universe came to be, the history, I'm not going to go into it. You guys can go out and research it on the internet. There's great documentaries. I think it's called The Power of Grayskull. Great video. Excellent documentary. It's like 2 hours and like 45 minutes or hour and 45, whatever it is. It's an awesome video. So go check it out if you haven't. And I'll try to put the link if I can find it, or at least a trailer of it in the comments. But anyways, there's great videos out there. Everybody does a He-Man video, right? If you're a toy creator or content or YouTuber and you do toys, you got to touch on Masters of the Universe. It's just one of those lines, just like Star Wars, G.I. Joe, and all that. But anyways, I don't want to bore you anymore. Without further ado, let's check it out. Masters of the Universe. All right, everybody. So I'm back, and here we are. This is, let's see, some original 1980s He-Man, and some of it is custom. And obviously you can probably point out which ones are customs. That would be my first two down here in the front. These are from right to left. This is going to be a He-Man Origins, the new sculpted face that I turned into a faker prior to the release of the Origins faker that came out, which was a few months later. I wanted to kind of dabble in customs and see what I can do with my talent. And it's a little rough around the edges, but I think it came out pretty good for just, you know, display piece with my open package stuff. And then over here, we have a custom Wonder Bread He-Man, if you will, or he's actually a Wonder He-Man, based on the comics and the storyline. But I took him with the traditional style He-Man front, his whatever you call that, the breast shield, his whatever you call that display on He-Man. Pointed out in the comments, I don't know, so I apologize. But anyways, I went ahead and made a custom on him. He's also an Origins new He-Man that I basically just, you know, painted the boots, the loincloth, if you will, the belt, obviously the helmet, his chest plate. There we go. There's what I'm looking for, chest plate. And his sword and his axe. Now, I didn't use the greatest paints because I didn't know how deep I wanted to get into this stuff. But anyways, I used some cheaper paints. But anyways, you get the point here. It was my first time doing customs. So these are two of my personal customs that I've done. And like I said, they're a little rough around the edges. Here's my faker, custom faker. But I kind of like the way the head came out. The sword was very, very rough. several paint coats. And same thing with Skeletor's chest plate. A little rough around the edges. But overall, the boots and the body didn't come out too bad. So he's kind of cool. And then obviously my Wonder Bread He-Man, my my custom Wonder Bread He-Man. He's not too shabby. He was my first one that I did. He's a little bit better. I mean, there's definitely some issues here with the shield, as you can see. Some paint issues where I was doing some taping off. But this is my custom Wonder Bread He-Man. It's pretty cool. I like him. Oh, I keep knocking over Faker here. I apologize. He's not standing up right for me. Alright, Faker, you're getting on my nerves. Stand up or don't stand up at all. And then my He-Man's Battle Axe. So, a little rough. Paint's already coming off, but I don't care. And then over here we have our original classics. And not classics like, you know, a few years ago, but our original He-Man. This is an original He-Man. I believe this one is from... This is Hong Kong. This is one of the original release He-Men. Soft head. His axe, it's got some discoloration here. But overall, his paint is really immaculate. And I got this guy several years ago. How many? 5, 6 years ago? Joints are okay. He's in pretty decent shape. He's got a little wear on the feet. But I picked him up really right before the Origins line came out. And I got him really cheap. Really, really cheap. So, and he doesn't stand very well. I guess I probably should invest in some of those He-Man stands. You know, that little rubber mechanism that Mattel put in their toys. Starting to get loose there. But then I have Ram Man. I picked up Ram Man in an antique store. I found him for, believe it or not, 25 cents. I don't think they knew what they had. I even showed the lady, said, hey, you know, he's probably worth more than 25 cents. So she's like, I don't care, just take him. So I got him for $0.25. So you can't go wrong when you come up on stuff like that. And I try to educate people if they are underpriced. And, you know, I'm not in the business to rip anybody off. I'm fair, I'm honest. But he's missing one of his wrist shields here, as you can tell. So, and his spring mechanism does still work. Boom. And I don't have any of his original weapons, but when I bought him, he came with this. I believe this came with the Castle Grayskull set, this axe. But got that. And then back here, I got my original He-Man and Battle Cat complete. And I also got my Skeletor original complete. He is a soft head. He doesn't have the pinkish cheeks, so he's not one of the early release models. But I picked those two up in a package deal on eBay several years ago. And I want to say I paid, man, for the both of them, I think I got both of them for like $40. And this is way before Origins was even in the thought process of coming around. You know, the 2000X, the classics, all those came out. And yes, those were going for a lot of money and they were really hot. But these vintage ones were just sitting stagnant. And I believe I got them both for $40. $20 a piece. And then, you know, shipping was, you know, probably $5 to $7. So just under $50. And they're both in really, really good shape. And this is what I have left of what's an original collection from the 80s. And then obviously my two customs. And then I have this mini comic, which is Temple of Darkness, He-Man and Skeletor in the Temple of Darkness. I've looked through it. It's in pretty good shape, this mini comic. And you can see the characters here on the back. Battle Armor He-Man, Man-E-Faces, Ram Man, Battle Armor Skeletor, Triclops, and Trapjaw. And all the pages are complete in there. Actually, these came together with Battle Cat and He-Man. And Skeletor. And Panthor. So, pretty cool. So this is what I have left original. And then these two customs. But this is where it's going to get fun. And this is where the video, I'm going to try and kind of cram it together. Right? And keep this short, but it's not going to be, I don't think, at this point. But anyways, this is what I have left. And then coming up right now, this is where it gets fun. This is all my modern stuff. This is where I'm at with my Origins line. Alright guys, so starting up there in that top left hand corner, we have the Origins 2020 release of He-Man and Skeletor coming down in the first wave here with Evelyn and Teela, Man-at-Arms, and Beastman. And then for that same year, that 2020 release, we have Man-E-Faces, Scareglow. Now, I never had Scareglow as a kid. Always wanted him, but could never find him. So when he came out and I heard he was being released in this Origins line, I was totally stoked. So it was pretty awesome to get him. Coming down the line, we got She-Ra and Orko, Roboto and Trapjaw. I never had Trapjaw, always wanted him. Another one. Oh, it was just awesome when I found out he was coming out in the Origins line. Same thing with Man-at-Arms right there. Never had him. Always wanted him, but never got him. I did have Zodak, which was released in the 2021 series. Never had Hordak, but I got him now. Never had Merman, but I got him now. And he was one I always wanted. Triclops, I had him. Never had Ninjor. I did have a Stratos. Moving along. Never had Faker. Always wanted him. I just thought it was cool that this is a different rendition of He-Man. And it was just totally bummed that I didn't get it as a kid. But I did have Fisto. I actually had a couple Fistos. I think probably got them for birthdays. Then down here, we have these little mini Masters of the Universe figures. He-Man, Orko, and Man-at-Arms there. I picked those up at like a Dollar Tree for like $1 a piece. Then we get into the Rossard here. And I got this He-Man. Picked this up with Skeletor. We'll get to him in a second. Alex Ross. Picked them up a little while ago. Got a good deal on them. Coming down, we got some of the Hot Wheels, Masters of the Universe vehicles. I'm not too keen on the Hot Wheels, the car themed, you know, with their faces and Teela and Ram Man and all them on them. Just those are not mine. I'd rather have like the original looking miniature sized action playset vehicles. And then back to the top, we got Evelyn in the Classics edition. Now, I might add, on the Teela that we were talking about, I showed you just a minute ago, she is the Origins first release Teela without the fixed knees. Same thing with Evelyn. I believe by this Evelyn they fixed her knees. Correct me if I'm wrong. Next to her we have Lords of Power, Merman, what he looked like in the original drawings and figure potential release that we never got, but it was in the advertisement. And anybody remembers those commercials? That's what he looked like. Next to him we have the Lords of Power Beastman, which is really cool to see how he came out. Coming down, and I apologize guys if the sound's off. I'm moving my camera up and down because I obviously have these on my wall, so bear with me and I apologize. We got Battle Armor He-Man. We got Clamp Champ here. Never had him. Did have Battle Armor He-Man. Over to the side, we have Buzzsaw Hordak in the deluxe packs. All four of these are deluxe. Battle Armor Skeletor. Then we have the Eternian Goddess. Now, she wasn't originally released in the original line, but she was from the comic. Basically modeled after Teela. Really, really cool. She's obviously got the fixed knees. We got Webster over there. I never had Webster. Next to Webster, we have Stinkore. I never had Stinkore. Always wanted him. Then we got, again, the Dollar Tree little toy sets here. We got Skeletor and Merman again. Another Ross drawing of Skeletor. Both these paintings are just totally sick in my opinion. They're awesome. I've always thought if I'm going to get tattoos, I'm getting these tattooed on my body. So those are pretty awesome. We got the land shark over here in the Hot Wheels. And back to the top, we got the Sorceress. Never had her and always wanted her to go with the castle, but never got her. And Buzz Off himself, I had Buzz Off. So stoked to get him back into my collection, even in the Origins line. I don't care. He's just one of my favorite characters. Ran-Man, never had Ran-Man when I was a child, so I was glad to get him complete like this in a Origins line. It was awesome. Never had Skeletor because he was coming towards the end of the line. I was getting a little older, but he's cool, and I knew I had to add him to my collection immediately. And then up to the top, again, we got comic book Stratos. We got Jitsu. Had him. He was cool. And then we have the new version of Origins line, retro re-release He-Man head. Totally awesome to see that they did that, along with Skeletor. And then we have the Mattel Creations fan ranked and awarded Triclops from the mini comic. And he came out. So, totally stoked. So that's it, folks. This is my Origins line. The action figures, for the most part, that I know you all have been seeing in the back of my videos. That's where they're at. They're on my wall. Now, I got some other stuff, and I'm going to shoot over, and then I'm going to bring them down. And we're going to take a look at them individually, because they're a lot easier to do. But right here, here's the rest of my stuff. So, we're going to bring these down right now and check them out. Alright guys, down from the shelf first, one of my most recent pickups, the Toys, He-Man and the Master of the Universe. Also featuring She-Ra and She-Ra, Princess of Power. This was a book that was put out by Dark Horse with master contributor, everybody knows, Pixel Dan. He contributed a lot of photos to this. He's a big backer of it. This was a fan's back book. So this is pretty cool. If you haven't seen this or picked this up, this is basically He-Man and all of its contents to date up to the Origins line. And yeah, Origins and Masterverse and all that are not in here. But this gets you up to pretty much about 2016, 18, and yep, 2019. Looks like it stops at right around 2019. And I'm sure they'll probably make up something going forward. They'll get us something else out. But great book. You can get lost in this for hours and hours on end. And so there you have it. There's a picture of Pixel Dan and some of the other creators. And then everybody that contributed, fans behind the scene, right there. So, great book. If you get a chance, you got to add this to your collection. It's just going to help you as you progress through your collecting and help you, give you a guide to collecting. Book retails for about $59.99, $78.99 in Canada. I can't remember what I paid. I think with shipping and all that came to about $70. So, great book, great artwork. Picked him up. Massive accessory vehicle type thing. Nothing like the original. Comes with this neat little, like, Eternia ground castle Grayskull brick plate that Strider goes on. His guns comes with this nice rope. Great design. Great face shield. You get a second one. It's like his battle armor, if you will. You get the classic gun in the back and the red tail. And this time, apparently, he's posable when he moves. He's not just stuck with that hoof up. So, pretty awesome. And before I forget, look at all that awesome artwork up there. Just beautiful. Beautiful artwork. And we know now, spoiler alert, we're getting the Roton. It's coming out. this year or next year. I can't remember what they released here just a little bit ago, but pretty awesome. And then we got this secret character up here in the moon and behind Stridor. Anybody recognize who that is? Sunman. So we know we're getting Sunman. 2 different versions and 2 different heads. So, or correction, same version, 2 different heads. And then you get the back, which is pretty awesome. I wish I could have showed you all the artwork on the back of those characters up on the wall, but it would have taken forever to get through this video. And I know it's already long as it is, but classic Mattel background, classic art here. You just stare at it for hours on end and just imagine yourself there in Eternia with He-Man, and you know, just awesome. And then another little sneak peek. You got Zora over here. We know she's coming now with Tila in that 2-pack, so it's gonna be awesome, guys. We got great stuff coming out for 2022, the rest of 2022 and 2023. So pretty stoked. So that was that, and then I got this officially back in January. Masters of the Universe, Masters of the Grayskull, Spirit of the Grayskull playset. Now, I have opened it because I wanted to see what it looks like inside. And I wish all the fans and people out there could have got this. And I know a lot of them didn't. And it sucks, but you had to hop on it quick. And I hopped on it pretty quick when I saw it come out. But look at that dungeon pit graphic right there from Castle Grayskull. So cool to see that. Beautiful artwork, beautiful graphics. It's raised off the cardboard so you can touch it and feel it. It's just so cool. And then continues around. We got the slime oozing out. We got Masters of Grayskull. So we got what it's telling you that comes in the pack, new for 2021. We got the Spirit of Grayskull. We got the, correct me, I'm going to probably butcher this, and I know, oh, you're a He-Man fan, and how do you not know how to say that properly, but the Orlax of Primaria. I guess that's how you say it. The mysterious creature from the Dwell of the Souls. I didn't know what it was as a kid. We saw it in the graphic. It was cool. We know we all wanted that. We all wanted it, and you know, we didn't get it. But one of the coolest things in this whole set is the Explorer spacesuit. And we could only imagine this is probably like what He-Man got into, or this robot he sent out into space to explore, whatever it was, or over Eternia. Maybe it could go into all kinds of different environments. And we got it in a cardboard form. And I just remember as a kid always wondering, are they going to make that? Are they going to make that? And we never got it. And we know through history they tried another cardboard cutout of it, but just never really, you know, came out good. And I know some people tried to do customs, but Mattel actually did a pretty good job on this Mysteries of Grayskull play set here. The Spirit of Grayskull set, whatever you want to call it. But let's open it up and let's see what it looks like. There it is. So, pretty cool. Got the PowerCon cards in there. Man-at-Arms is up front. Here he is. The spacesuit. Really cool. We got the Spirit here. We got the cage. Now, yes, there's pros and cons to this. How well it displays and the Castle Grayskull and all that. But I'm not going to get into that. But it's cool. I had to have it. It had to go into my collection. So, that's that. So, I'll be bringing down some... Oh, yeah. And then right here. Beware the Dwell of Souls. So, they did a really good job on this. So, I'm going to be bringing down some more here in a second. What do you call it? The Eternian Palace Guard troop builder set, if you will. I had 4. I was lucky I had 4, but my brother-in-law, a good friend of his and his wife's, he's a big MOTU collector, and he didn't have one, and I had an extra, and I hooked him up and sold him one, and it was great. So 3 is cool. When it comes time to displaying this stuff, one of these days I'm going to get around. I said I want to bring this stuff out and build it eventually. But for now, I need to keep it in box. But hopefully I get there someday. But this is the Eternian Palace Guard. We've got great graphics up here. Look at the guards fighting these skeleton, like, ghost souls. It's awesome. Basically, man-at-arms without the mustache. But it's pretty cool. You can get that great artwork on the back. It's pretty awesome. And it shows you what we're getting. You still have He-Man up here, but then, new for 21, Eternian Goddess, Webster, Stinkore. And next up, we have the Wind Raider. One of my favorite Masters of the Universe vehicles that I never got as a kid. My best friend had it. I always wanted it. I wanted one, but I never had it. So when I found out they were releasing this, I was so excited. And I knew I had to add it to my collection. Again, it comes with that Eternia Castle Grayskull rock type platform down there. I guess it's behind the Wind Raider. Can't really tell. You get the directional fin in the back. You get the hook. The other directional fin, or the wing, the wings, stabilizers, if you will. But look at the controls. Got some cool controls in there, the classic sticker look. But this time it's a little bit bigger. He-Man sits in there better. It's got better controls there for flying. But again, we get that awesome artwork. And we get that, we get that little sneak peek of Stratos, comic book Stratos, that. And then on top of Castle Grayskull, can't tell who that is up there. So if anybody knows who that is, chime in, let me know. And then we get the secret, looks like Skeletor and something else. I don't know if we're going to get that vehicle. I know a lot of fans speculated. Don't know if we would get that. And then we get this interesting vehicle that Man-at-Arms is on, fighting off Lords of Power He-Man, or Lords of Power Beastman and Lords of Power Merman. Don't know if that's a little sneak peek that we're going to get somewhere down the line in this line, but over here on the back, looks like we've got Zodiac. We got Lords of Power Beastman again, Skeletor, Man-at-Arms, Teal and He-Man fighting off Skeletor and his army. Big, beautiful picture of the Wind Raider. Get the directions on how the Wind Raider works. And what's awesome is this Wind Raider stands on top of Castle Grayskull. Or sits on top of Castle Grayskull. Or hover, fly, whatever you want to call it. We get Buzzsaw Zodak, Battle Armor Skeletor, and Battle Armor He-Man on the back. So, again, just great graphics. Mattel knocking it out of the park. Zodiac down here fighting off some guy. We get this little leech lizard guy. But we have a little sneak peek here of Eternia, the Green Goddess. And we got this little frog guy. And I know people have wondered, are we going to get this? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see what Mattel does. Mattel might hook us up, guys. We just got to cross our fingers and maybe we'll get him. If not, I'm sure a fan out there will custom build one of these guys. So, moving on. We got the infamous, which is now a shelf warmer in most Targets that I've been to, 2-pack, or the Rise of Evil 2-pack. But when this sucker came out, this thing was hot. I even sold them on eBay to help get these out to other collectors. And my eBay page, if I know I haven't mentioned it before, but my eBay page is called Totally Awesome Toys and Collectibles, and I sold this Keldor and Origins Kronos 2-pack, which is basically from the comics. This is what Skeletor looked like before he became Skeletor. Got that evil, almost vampire, mysterious looking head. And then we got ultimately what would turn into Trapjaw, his sidekick, his evil assistant. And we got him on the back. This great fight scene with King Randor, Stratos, Man-at-Arms is in there. We got Lords of Power Merman. We've got mini comic Triclops. We got Evelyn in the back. We got what was soon to be Trapjaw and Keldor here. Skeletor fighting and Lords of Power. He-Man, just a great fight scene there. And heads are interchangeable here. So, and again, we get our look at who's coming next. Clamp Champ. We got Ram Man again. We got Battle Armor He-Man, Battle Armor Skeletor, and Panthor. So, awesome. Great artwork here. Looks like here on the back or on the side. And this was just a very, very hot 2-pack item when it came out. Fans were just dropping serious cash on this to get their hands on it. And now they're sitting on the shelf, still stagnant at the $29.99 price point. And I'm surprised they haven't started to discontinue these and get ready for the new waves coming out. Maybe they will. But awesome set. And then I have the realistic fur Panthor, which was another hard one, Walmart exclusive. I was fortunate. My brother-in-law hooked me up on this. He found one, and he picked one up for me. He was pretty hot for its time when it came out earlier last year. And it says collector's edition there on the bottom. He was hard to get. Now he's pretty much become a shelf warmer as well. At Walmart, you can find him now pretty much everywhere. We've got Fisto there on the side. We've got Skeletor here on the back. Battle Armor Skeletor getting ready to fight Battle Armor He-Man and Man-at-Arms. And beautiful picture of Castle Grayskull in the back. And we got this volcano and lava erupting over here, and it looks like the earth is cracking here. So just awesome artwork again. And then we get our release of what's coming. Obviously Battle Armor He-Man, She-Ra, Roboto, Battle Armor Skeletor, the re-release original Merman, if you will, Zodak, which is very hot still. And I just heard Big Bad Toy Store found a pallet of 8,000 units, I believe it was. And they just threw this set, Wave 3, up online. And so I hope that's the truth. They found it. It got released and they resold them. I don't know if they're sold out. I don't think they are. But it's helped drive Zodak and She-Ra and Roboto back down, because these guys, at least Zodak, was going for a lot of money. I remember him getting up there into the $75, $80, even the $100 mark, because everybody wanted him. And whoever skipped out on it or missed out on it, they were having to pay those high prices. But hopefully with that 8,000 unit pallet or cargo container, whatever it was that was found, hopefully that brings the price down for the fans, so y'all can get one. But anyways, great. Up next, another cool piece that I knew I had to have because I wanted the Prince Adam, because I never had him. I'm hoping we get a Prince Adam somewhere down the line where he has the actual fabric cape or tunic, whatever you want to call it. I hope we get that eventually. I don't know if we will, but at least we got him in this form. And he's got the Origins new head release, I believe it is. Is that correct? Yeah. New head on there. We've got the Sled Display. A lot of you guys already know this. This is one of our first vehicles that we got. We see the Rotan. There's the hint of it potentially coming. The other hint of the Wind Raider coming at some point. But we got Faker on it. We got, what do we got? We got Manny Faces. Nope. Sorry, we got Man-at-Arms. Maybe one of the Guardsmen. Eternia Palace Guards. And kind of looks like they threw He-Man in down here, which is weird. But anyways, pretty cool. Great artwork. He-Man kicking Skeletor's ass. Beastman over here, you know. Rawr, get him, Skeletor. And you just hear the thundering sound of Man-at-Arms just whacking the shit out of trap jaw over here. And that eruption of that lava in the background. So really friggin' cool. But here's our original 20 release of what we originally got. He-Man, Teela, Man-at-Arms, Skeletor, Evelyn, the Sky Sled, Battle Cat, and Beastman. So when we saw all that coming, we're like, oh yes, this is awesome. We're getting it. So it was really cool. One of my favorite pieces. Then we move into the plastic version of Panthor, not the fur one. This was a Target release, ultimately a Walmart release, or you can get it on Big Bad Toy Store and all those other Toy Store, Entertainment Earth. Same thing. We get our release of what's coming. She-Ra, Roboto, Battle Armor He-Man, Battle Armor Skeletor, Merman, Zodak, Battle Cat, and Panthor. Classic fight here, man. Again, Skeletor and He-Man getting ready to fight. Man-at-Arms at He-Man's side, ready to fight. Skeletor, Fisto, little creature, demons or whatnot on the side. Same artwork as the fur one. Nothing changed on it. And then He-Man's Battle Cat. Now these came in multiple different little stickers. Mine happens to be the one that says Modern Posing, Posture Mordain, and Posturals Mordanas. Retro Play, Style Retro, Hugo Retro, which is in Spanish, different languages there. I know it also came in where it said new for like 20 or whatever. So I don't know where mine specifically was made, but I know I have, mine has the different language on it, and I'm sorry if I butchered any of that Spanish. I apologize, but I just wanted to read it so people can see what it said there. And this is Battle Cat. Great artwork. Look at Panthor there. He's got his face shield there. He-Man's ready to take Battle Cat into battle. And on the back, we got this awesome graphic of Battle Cat. He-Man get ready to take down Skeletor. Skeletor's just terrified. No, He-Man, you can't do this. And then we got Castle Grayskull over here with Evelyn in the top there on Castle Grayskull. He-Man, get to him. Take him down. Don't let him take Castle Grayskull. Sorry, I know it's cheesy, but it's cool, man. I just love to sit here and imagine like what they're saying to each other. And then you got He-Man, Teela, Man-at-Arms, Skeletor, Evelyn, the Sky Sled again, Battle Cat, and Beastman. And that's pretty much it for Battle Cat. Moving on, and this was a piece that I wasn't too sure if I was going to get, because like, well, I already got Battle Cat, I've already got He-Man, and do I really need a vac metal, shield He-Man, battle damage He-Man, because I already got another He-Man battle damage. But then I thought about it, I'm like, you know what, I want it for my collection. It's kind of cool. I get the concept of it. You can have it in a battle scene or whatnot, and they're bringing some of the graphic art here to life with getting the two little dragons, little red demon dragons, and then you're getting the, a different style battle armor He-Man head, but you're getting the classics He-Man head there. And when I say classics, I mean the original He-Man, not the classics Masters of the Universe that came out. You're getting the shield, the sword, the axe. You're getting this awesome Battle Cat with the battle damage where he's been wounded, and he's a little bit shinier. I noticed on this one. He's got more of a sheen to his helmet and his harness and all that stuff. So, but you get this awesome artwork up here of He-Man fighting off these little demons. He's gonna try and kill those little demons or get them out of his area. And Battle Cat's tired of getting, you can tell Battle Cat's getting pissed at being bit and scratched and tore. You got the Sorceress over here. She's flying down from Grayskull to help He-Man, maybe cast a spell or something. Those little demons, the little shits are attacking the castle. Then on the back, we flip it, and we have too bad, and I'm really hoping, or I think we are getting him now. I think he is a release now. It's been confirmed. We got him. We got this little creature over here. We got Skeletor and Faker, which we know we got already. And then we got that, or it's actually a little sneak peek there. It's Duplicat and Faker, which is a 2-pack, which goes for a lot of money. And unfortunately, I didn't get him. I wish I do have him for my collection, but unfortunately, I didn't get it. And I didn't get that Horde exclusive pack, 4-pack of Hordak, the Trooper, Grizzlor, and all that. I didn't get those. Really wanted to get them, those deluxe packs, but I'll try to get them someday. But for now, this is what I got to work with. So we got Tila over here in a battle armor Tila looking outfit, which I've heard rumor we're getting her in this form. We're gonna get her with that shield and that helmet. So that's going to be kind of cool. And then we got Man-at-Arms here backing up He-Man on Battlecat. And like I said, Battlecat's just done. He's tired. He's pissed. You can tell. He's tired of fighting, getting bitten. Or he's not tired of fighting. He's tired of getting his ass beat or whooped on by these little demons. And the rest of Skeletor's menacing, meatheads coming after him. So you just seeing that art scene. Again, we get that volcano. It's getting ready to explode. And just the turmoil in Eternia, and He-Man's just done. He's ready to kick some Skeletor ass. So great artwork on this one. But again, like I said, I didn't know if I was going to get this, and I'm glad I did because I really like it. And one of these days, I'll get to bring all this stuff out and hopefully bring it to life. So moving on, and my final piece that I have that I know you all have been waiting to see, the big reveal. Bum, bum, bum. Push this back here. Whoops. Losing my space here. I'm going to have to move back here on the camera. Castle Grayskull. Yep. There it is. The beautiful Castle Grayskull. I'm going to have to stand up on this one and help you all out, but as you can see, we get the beautiful special edition white Sorceress. Here she is flying down. He-Man and Skeletor are fighting. We got Triclops over here with their ghosts, or Evelyn's, evil troops that she's raised from the dead. We got Merman down here, Man-at-Arms, Tila, Beastman, Man-Faces, Stratos, Zodak up here on the top. We got bad guys flying in from the top trying to get to Castle Grayskull. It's got that classic retro look and feel to it with a little modern twist of it being a little bit more brighter, not as dark. We've got this awesome back and artwork of if this doesn't say 1980s commercial right here, I don't know what does. I really don't. This basically says 1981 or 1980, 2, 3, all over again. And it, boom, instantly takes me back to that era. Instantly. I've got that land shark in there. Oh, that's what I forgot to show. I forgot to show the land shark. I'll bring that up here next. But great artwork. Sorry, it's going to be kind of horrible to see the top there, but I'm going to lift it up. We got that Castle Grayskull, all the little accessories and things that go in there. We got the chair and how the door opens, and He-Man on his training, practice combat, boar's head, whatever you want to call that. Man-at-Arms with the flag. We got the Man-at-Arms with the mustache. And it's pretty cool. And what Castle Grayskull is going to look like. It's a little bit different. It's got the wood, or it's got more of the true look of what Castle Grayskull would have looked like with the straw and the hay or whatever. So it's awesome. And the graphics go all the way around. We continue in battle. Panthor and So that's my Castle Grayskull. Hasn't been opened. I'm going to set this back down here for a second, kind of reset, and let me see if I can find the land shark. And get the land shark in there. Now the land shark was a piece that I never had as a kid, and I really didn't care to. It was just one of those toys. I really didn't care if I got it. I didn't need it as a kid. My friend had it. My best friend had it, I believe. But I really just, I thought it was kind of a dumb vehicle, but I get why we had it and why Skeletor used it. It just wasn't one of my favorites. But we get that Snake Mountain, and when we got this land shark, I was really hoping we were going to get Snake Mountain. And I know a lot of the fans thought this year, we thought this was going to get released. We thought we were getting Snake Mountain, and we didn't. And I feel like Mattel's kind of pulling us along, snaking us along, if you will. I'm hoping it comes out at some point for the Origins line. I hope so, because the fans want it. We're asking for it, and we hope we get it. Great artwork as usual on the back. Here's our Castle Grayskull. Battle Armor He-Man, She-Ra, Roboto, Battle Armor Skeletor, Merman, Zodak, Clamp Champ, Ram Man, Panthor, Battle Cat, and Land Shark. Great scene here. Skeletor's coming in. I like the graphics and the artwork. I just never really cared for the vehicle. And I get it. It's something that Mattel came up with, so I totally understand. It just wasn't one of my favorites. But I know there's people out there that love it. But what I do like about the artwork, look at that. They put Stinkore and his smell is coming off. That's so cool. Like, just to bring that image to life, right? Which is totally awesome. So, we've got this little demon on the side and then back to the front. So, I wanted it only to complete it with my collecting and my set so far, what I have, but also because of the artwork. I love all the artwork that's done on the Masters of the Universe boxes. So, sorry guys, this video went long, but it needed to go long, and I'll see you on the other side. I'm sorry this video took so long. I apologize. Hopefully I didn't bore you guys or anything like that. Hopefully this was fun. It was fun for me to make. It was fun for me to display my collection, share my collection with you guys. But I forgot two things. I forgot to show you guys. I also have a Masters of the Universe Thermos, which has got some great artwork on it. It's in pretty decent shape. I don't have the lunch pail, and if you saw in my Round Rock, Texas, the day after the tornadoes that hit here, Central Texas, I went into the Antique Galleria Mall in Round Rock, and there was a lunch pail in there, and it's the He-Man lunch pail that the Thermos goes with. So next time I'm out there, I'm going to see if they still have it, and I'm going to try and pick that up. I want to see it had a price point on it of like 30 or 40 bucks, but if I could find one cheaper, I will. But those graphics on his were in really, really good shape. The lunchbox was in really, really good shape, except the buckle that snaps and keeps it closed. I think it was a little rusted, but I might be able to fix that. Anyways, so that, and then I also forgot to show you guys this Masters of the Universe He-Man cake pan. And this is by a company called Wilton. I have the instructions on how to bake the cake. It's got the great art advertisement sticker with UPC and a great picture of He-Man there. And you can bake this for your kids, or what our parents did for us in the 1980s. This pan appears to have been made around 1983. So I actually got a little surprise for y'all. There's going to be a neat video coming up, and it might involve this. So just kind of put your imagination to it and kind of believe what you think what I'm going to put out. Kind of take a guess. If you know, put it in the comments. Let me know. Anyways, I don't want to bore you any longer. Again, this was a long video. I want to wrap it up. I want to thank everybody for tuning in today. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate all the love and support that I'm getting with my videos. I really appreciate you all sharing my video in the community, the toy community, and that's what this is all about, positive videos. And, you know, just spreading the word out there and doing the best that we can. So again, from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. And with that being said, remember to like and subscribe to my channel. Remember to hit that notification button. Remember to share my videos. And as always, I'll see you in Yesterland.